background is in sales and automations and lead funnel generation. His power quote is, every next level of your life will demand a different version of you. And let's welcome Grant Chapman.
Well, hello everybody, Grant Chapman here. What was I going to say, right? Give us some time here. So, wow, that's been crazy. So I started this journey 11 years ago, thanks to my mentor, Alan Nagel, my direct sponsor. I appreciate you, buddy. Well, this business was crazy. So when I started this, I was homeless, actually, 4 times before the age of 28 years old. Anybody here has been homeless before? So if I can do this, anybody can do this business, which is one of my favorite things. What ended up happening is Alan showed me this business. I got really excited. I needed money like I needed oxygen. Became a brand representative in about 4 hours. Called everybody I knew, got him in front of Alan, let him do the rest. About 3 months later, I got tore up by the market. I was 28 years old, talking to professionals like you guys, and it just got beaten because I knew nothing about beauty, nothing about health, nothing about income. I was sleeping on my brother's couch, borrowing Alan's son's car, Evan's car, so I could do presentations. Went to Starbucks, tapped on shoulders, said, wow, I like your shoes, give me your hand, and started doing hand demos on strangers. If you guys know Kahalo Mall, sat down, come meet my mom, demo the product, show the money, asked him to join the business. 4 months later, became an Emerald executive. All this great stuff started happening. Right before that happened, there was a point where I was really low, and I basically spent 4 days in my room, didn't really tell anybody, with my best friend, Kettle One, if anybody knows who that is, right? Vodka, right? And so what I found out was my mom was actually sitting in my living room and hanging out in my house, and I didn't leave my room for like 4 days. And one day I walked out, I was like, oh my God, my mom's here, right? In Hawaii, we don't lock our doors very much. And so she was like, oh, I'm glad you're alive, kind of a thing. And and I kind of realized that I was making income and it wasn't that important to me. Money wasn't my value. And so I asked my mom, I was like, I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna do this anymore. She's like, it's the product, it's the business. And I go, no, it's none of that. It's like, it's me. Like, I'm not motivated by this money thing anymore. And I was like, well, she's like, what are you motivated by? And I was like, I have no clue. And I was like, well, Mom, what is your dream? And she looked at me and she's like, no one's ever asked me that. 68 years old, no one's ever asked my mother what her dream was. And I was just like, okay, well, what is it? And she goes, my dream is to go on a cruise anywhere in the world. Doesn't really matter. I looked up cruises, apparently like 10 grand at the time or higher, and I was like, whoa, I can't afford that at the moment. Checked my email, like a day later. Guess what the next success trip was? A cruise to Alaska. So obviously I got to work, built my business, went on the market, and that's kind of history. And so what ended up happening is I make it a mission to take my mom around the world. And she's a world traveler. We just came back from Paris, took her to Rome, it was Milani, and took her to 5 countries across. And my mom's been, I think, about 15 countries so far. And so she loves traveling. But really my topic today is about follow-up skills. So I want everyone to take a picture of this because it's very important. Long story short, if you don't follow up with people, someone else will. So it's very important that you need to follow up, okay? Now, as you can see here, oh, sorry, I see some phones up. Okay, there you go. Phones, good? Okay. So now, right, if you are not taking care of your customers, your competitors will, which is very important. So the question is, so you can take some of these, take one more photo, right? It's not magic, it's something you can learn. It's a muscle. You can develop a skill by practice repetition. You can create a system for follow-ups. I love to call it Follow-Up Friday. So easy. Just call people on Fridays and follow up, right? And then so also what I do is I'm a little old school. So I took this pen here and I was like, okay, I need to get to Paris. How am I gonna make 22 blocks in 1 week? That's kind of a lot of points if you know what 22 blocks are. So I took this pen and paper here, was like, this is not the one. I wrote down 2 lines of names, 6 pages. Everyone in my phone, and literally just went down and started calling people. It got to the point where I'm just in Hawaii, we're very I call my friend Brandon. Hey Brandon, how's it going? Good. I need a favor. What? I'm trying to take my mom to Paris, I need some help. Oh, what do you need? Talk to your wife, what kind of product do you need? She goes, what? I go, I got products, you know what I sell. Call your wife, put her on the phone, let me talk to her. Okay. I was like, Stephanie, I know you need something for your face. What do you need? She's like, what do you got? I was like, I got everything. What's your regimen? Literally just so simple. It wasn't like trying to do this whole story. I was like, there is a need, I'm here to fill it. What is that? And so basically I ended up just calling hundreds of people within a week and just say, how can I fulfill your need? And I need support to get to Paris. Can you help me? So remember to follow up with everybody or someone else will. Aloha.